In a constantly changing world with so many different people, understanding how people behave can be tough. Stoicism, an old and respected way of thinking, gives us not just a way to live, but also a way to see the world and the people in it more clearly. Stoicism started a long time ago in Greece. It tells us to have good values and manage how we react, but there's more to it than that. Stoics thought it was important to see things the way they really are, without letting our own opinions or what society thinks get in the way. This clear way of looking at things is a big part of how they understood why people do what they do. But what makes Stoicism so good at helping us understand people? It's not just about being in control of ourselves or being tough. It's about feeling a deep link with everything and knowing where we fit in. This big picture approach, where we see ourselves as part of something much larger, naturally makes us more aware of others. It teaches us to watch carefully, to see past just what people do and think about why they do it. In the upcoming chapters, we'll dig into the details of Stoicism, pulling out ways and wisdom to help us get through the complex world of human behavior. By sticking to Stoic rules, we begin a journey that's about more than just seeing. It's about deeply understanding. Think of a calm pond, its surface perfectly still, reflecting its surroundings. The way Stoics observe things is similar to this pond, peaceful, clear, and capturing everything without being clouded by bias or pre-existing ideas. The core of the Stoic way of looking at things is this: steady, focused attention that aims to find truth and really understand. Observing is a skill we often forget in our fast-moving, quick-response world. However, Stoics thought this calm activity was very important, knowing that real insight comes from a place of quietness. By looking carefully without feeling the need to instantly react, one can better understand others, figuring out not only their actions, but also their reasons. The way Stoics look at things isn't about closely examining or judging. It's not about picking apart how people act or sorting them into simple categories. It's more about having a real interest in what it's like to be human. This means not rushing to judge, not making quick decisions, or being fooled by how things seem at first. By doing this, we start to understand more, and we notice parts of people we might have missed before. Imagine the possibilities when we see people for who they are, not affected by our own ideas or how they try to seem, but in their true self. This kind of clear sight, free from judgment, helps us connect, share feelings, and interact in a more real way. As we go deeper into Stoicism, we'll see that this way of watching is just the beginning. It's the groundwork for a bigger understanding. Life is a lot like a big play. As soon as we get up, many of us put on masks that show happiness, not caring, strength, or weakness. We wear these masks to guard our sensitive selves, meet what society expects, or just to deal with complicated social situations. But Stoicism quietly tells us that under all these complicated layers, there's the real, untouched part of a person. Stoics were aware that we tend to show an ideal image, whether it's a leader hiding doubts or a neighbor pretending to be happy while hurting. What we see isn't always true. In a world where appearance is often more important than truth, Stoicism guides us to see who people really are, beyond what they show. But how can we do this? The Stoic way isn't about being distrustful, but about understanding kindly. It suggests we understand the pressures and expectations that make people act certain ways. By doing this, we begin to see why people wear masks and realize they're not trying to trick us, but to protect themselves. Getting the masks is just part of it. The real Stoic path is about kindly finding our way between how things seem and how they really are. It's about hearing what isn't said, noticing little pauses, and sensing the feelings that aren't expressed. Only then can we really start to connect with who a person truly is, beyond the roles and fake fronts they might show. As we learn more about Stoic teachings, we'll find more ways and viewpoints that help us read, get, and connect with the world as it really is, past the masks and roles that usually make us see things unclearly. In the big sea of how we interact with others, things might look peaceful on top, but underneath, there are often strong feelings moving around. These secret feelings can lead, change, or even mess up how we deal with others, and the Stoics really understood how important it is to notice them. The Stoics thought that emotions don't just come out of nowhere, but are caused by what we think and believe. By concentrating on understanding these thoughts instead of the emotions, we get a peek into someone's heart, showing their real feelings that might stay hidden otherwise. Let's say you have a co-worker who often acts in a sharp or impatient way. At first, you might think they're just mean, but the Stoic way is to look for the deeper reason, like maybe they're feeling insecure in their position, under stress from other parts of their life, or facing personal challenges. Understanding the real emotion behind their behavior can make us respond with empathy.